So what they're trying to do to us is they're trying to divide us and conquer us. That's what's going on down in Charlottesville, Virginia. And I do know this. I mean, I hope you know this. Please tell me you're smart enough to understand this, that those were staged riots. Those riots were staged. Now, I do a lot of street ministry. Some of you guys have gone out on the street. When we went to Columbus, we went to the Homo Pride Parade. When we went to the Homo Shame Parade in Columbus, Ohio, there were cops there. And the purpose of the cops were to keep the two groups divided. Down in Charlottesville, Virginia, folks, that didn't happen. It didn't happen. The police stood there and watched the two groups fight with each other. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know about you. How can a cop stand there and watch somebody get sucker punched? They're not doing anything about it. How can that be? How does that kind of stuff go on? That these patriots, say what you want to about them. I don't care what you think about the Patriot group. I don't care about that. They had a permit. They had a permit to go into the park and exercise their free speech, and the police did not protect them. Didn't protect them. Police let just anybody in. Can I tell you why? Because somebody wants to stir up a mess, see? Somebody wants to stir up a mess. And as sure as I'm behind this camera and this microphone today, as sure as I'm sitting here today, I'm telling you, they are trying to drive us to civil war. So you have the far right, the KKK, and you have the far left, and then you have everybody else. You have just a very small group of far right and a very small group of far left, and then the patriots are in the middle. And what happens? They pay both sides, the far right and the far left, to come and co-opt the event. That's what happened. Those guys were paid on both sides. They were paid to make this look like racism is out of control in America. And we know this, that the average patriot couldn't care less about skin color. He couldn't care less. He just wants the government to get out of his life, to leave him alone, to let him go out and live his life in peace. That's the patriot movement. And you turn on the TV, and what do you see from the media? Fox News was the worst. White supremacists, Nazis, neo-Nazis, private. That's what they're trying to do, see? They're trying to do. And the average guy, like the people watching here right now on this show, how many we got in the queue today? 17 of us in the queue right now. Who know how many are watching? There aren't racists watching this show. We're not racist. And at what point, somebody help me here. Somebody help me. Black lives matter, not racist. White lives matter, racist. No, we're not racist, white supremacists. Can you imagine in America today, they're going down into, folks, do you know what heritage is? Do you understand that those guys down in the South, right or wrong, their grandfather's heroes were Jefferson Davis, right? Their heroes were Thomas Jefferson and all the guys in the... You understand that was their heroes? And now people are coming in trying to tear down their heroes, pull their statues down, and guys are standing up and saying, sorry, whether you like it or not, whether it was good or not, that was our heritage. We're going to go stand up for what our fathers fought and died for, what our grandfathers fought and died for. And Jefferson Davis was the president of the Confederacy. We're sorry if you don't like it, but it's history. He was, and we honor his efforts today. Jefferson Davis was an American. He just was an American that had problems with the governmental structure. Now, hang on. What if we were to go in every town in America and tear down the signs that say Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway? How many Martin Luther King Park? Every street has a Martin Luther King Jr. drive. Every street. Everyone. They all do. Well, what would happen if we went out and demanded that Martin Luther King Jr. signs be pulled down and those streets' names would be changed? What would we expect? Well, we would expect the brainwashed black masses to rise up. Can't do that. Can't do that. This is Malcolm X Boulevard in some places. Are you kidding me? But when a white guy stands up, you guys see what they're doing to us? Does anybody see it? Anybody, haven't I warned you that this is a battle for Western civilization? And at the heart and at the root of Western civilization stands Jesus Christ. These are Christ haters. These are God haters. The church, this is all happening because the church is ignorant. Christians are ignorant. Christians won't push back. We get run over. The churches in Charlottesville, Virginia, they ought to be raising hell right now by what the government permitted to happen. But the churches are saying, oh, those white supremacists, oh, we love Jesus. We love everybody. Well, so do the guys who were marching.